Texas 95.7, the Armadillo. Craig Vaughn with you in the studio. Time for WRCA Ranch Radio. There's the turkey call. Brought to you by New Generation Supplements. Got Lehman Wall in here from the WRCA. And Casey Hooper in here from the WRCA.
And so it begins.
Yeah. Okay.
April 15th.
There's backstory on the turkey thing.
Yeah, April 15th opens up.
Oh, is that turkey season? I thought you were talking about because I
Mexico.
worked on that turkey farm when I was a kid once. Remember that? That's how all that started.
That is how that started. And that whole thing was a history-bound book that started 3 years
Yep.
ago.
We used to hike through a cow pasture and like come home with that stuff all over our shoes. And my brother and mom probably wanted to kill us, but we'd hike over to a turkey farm.
That's why Craig shakes his tail
Hey,
feathers.
but those were good people. I still think about those. They took us in like we were a family. You know what I mean?
that's
They were
right.
just some local farm owners up in Michigan. So
I just did it because
Is it-
April 15th
the
is
season's
income
gonna be here
tax
soon.
day,
Yeah,
plus opening Tuesday.
It's not April 15th, by the way. I don't know.
we're not even in
We're not
April
even
yet.
Well, I'm practicing.
Oh, okay.
But today's the 28th, so I figured we got
Yeah.
15 days. Or
Makes perfect sense.
Well, yeah,
18 days.
That's logic
You're pretty
there.
good on that thing.
That's good logic.
Yeah,
there.
well,
that
there's
turkey
some
call.
things that
How about that elk?
hens
What
do.
about that elk beef?
Oh, I got one of them too. I actually brought some for them as well. if
And I
we
used to
needed.
have one when we were a kid. We used to pick them up at flea markets when I was a kid.
Okay, well they're probably used.
You probably.
I do not
Yeah,
use
whatever.
used
So, you
balls.
know, when you're a kid, I mean, you eat dirt. So
Well, we're not here for the outdoor
where
adventures.
did we go last week?
We are not the last man standing here.
No, last week we were back in Arizona, had the Lowell Goemmer Memorial Ranch Rodeo in Wickenburg. Actually, kind of interesting. They had a big rain. The Wickenburg Arena flooded. Part of the stands collapsed.
Oh wow!
All sorts of things. So they held the first part of the rodeo at a place called Horns and Hooves in Morristown, just up the street. And then they came back into Wickenburg and went to Rio Rancho's arena for an evening bronc deal.
Gotcha.
And so it was a little bit kind of all
I
over
see
everywhere.
why they probably had to do that because
Yeah.
the other facility probably didn't have buck and shoots.
Bingo.
It's a
I
neat
bet
looking
that's why.
town. We looked that up. There's a river that goes through there. It's a really.
So I'd
pretty
like
place.
to say thank you to the folks
Yeah,
at
for
Horns
sure.
and Hooves and Rio Rancho for being so flexible
Yeah.
and help it, because otherwise the thing wouldn't have happened. So
I just
kudos.
blows my mind that Arizona is under flood watches. We're
Yeah.
still in the blizzard with some of our folks in South Dakota and Wyoming and Nebraska. They're still in
And then-
full-fledged winter.
Full on drought here in hometown Amarillo.
Well, there's nothing to do but go turkey hunting in
Yeah,
April.
that's right. That's right. So what we got?
What you got?
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I'm
got nothing.
done.
I got. Were we done? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. See you next week. No, let's do
No,
results. How about
according to
that?
my list here.
Oh, Craig, I gift you Thor.
Oh, thank you.
Keeping me in order.
Yes, this is what I use to.
Yeah, he does it.
That's
Keeps me-
gonna hurt.
Keeps
Okay,
me in
what would
order.
you like to do next, sir?
Looks like top horse
Results.
results.
Let's do event winners.
All right,
first.
let's do event
What's
winners.
this, Wickenburg or
Oh yeah,
Horns and
there's a
Hooves?
side note there.
This is the Lowell Goemmer Memorial Ranch Rodeo held at Horns and Hooves
In
and
Arizona.
Rio Rancho. Yeah. So sorting, we're going to give you the event winners, and you get to see them on the screen. Sorting, first place was Campwood Cattle Company. Second, J.O. Bar Baca Float. And third was Chola Domine Perkins Ranch.
Chola.
And then Wild Cow Milking, Hooper, how'd that turn out?
Hey, guess what? We had third place was Windmill Ranch, Mountain Ranch, and second place was Mule Shoe Ranch and Hatchet. First place was Blackmore and Rail 3.
Blackmore Rail 3. The Maverick branding, which again we talked last week a little bit about the way some of the events are done differently in different parts of the country. So this was Maverick branding. Third was Campwood. Second was Mule Shoe Hatchet. And first, sounds familiar, Blackmore Rail 3.
So we're on to something here, Craig.
Yeah.
On this stray gathering, which I run a stray a lot. Okay, so I know why I'm probably
That's how they
listing
found you, I
this.
think, right?
It is. It is. Third place, Blackmore Rail 3, J.O. Bar Ranch, Baca Float 3, Mule Shoe Ranch, and Hatchet Ranch. You can bring out your hatchet. But
And then bronc riding, third was Windmill Mountain Orme. Second was Mule Shoe Hatchet. And then first was Chola Domine and Perkins.
hey, I didn't
So
on my
that's how
third place in the
the
milking.
event
I didn't
winners-
say Orme. I didn't see that. See what happened?
It might be Orm. Sorry, guys, if we've pronounced that wrong.
Or
It's
May.
either or May.
I bet you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I bet somebody can clear that up for us here in a minute.
I bet you'll get a call.
Top horse.
Yes.
Maybe so.
This
maybe
one
so.
is
Give it to us.
fairly calm.
Give it to us.
There's none of the
Wait a minute.
there's none of the weirdness going on.
Let me
but,
take a gander.
Yeah. See, it's
Craig.
pretty normal, right?
Yeah, we'll just. Oh, but that's our reserve
normal.
top horse.
That
from
should
the
figure
World
into the-
championship last year.
The award. The name should count for like a tiebreaker.
Right. You have to have a cool name in order to win the award.
This horse that got it is bad. Beep. This
And
horse,
the rider's pretty
Yeah.
talented as well.
this,
We got Lena's Pepin Duel.
Oh, kind of, yeah.
Yep, sponsored by Horse Slick. Thank you guys for that. And ridden by Logan Anderson, owned by his lovely bride and himself, Josie and Logan Anderson. And they're out of Muleshoe Hatchet Ranch. So congrats to
Like
Logan
Congrats
for
to
winning.
Josie.
And
Good
Josie.
job, Josie.
Josie takes the credit for that one.
You know she does.
When she should, because she rides
Rightfully
him
so.
away from the arena.
And so does Jules.
Yeah.
Jules rides it too.
Top hand, Shad Beebe, Blackmore, Rail 3.
I hear a trend.
Starting to pop up more and more. Yep.
I think I'm having deja vu from last week.
Let's go overall. You want to do overall?
Yep. Do overall.
Ready?
Let's do it. Yep.
So starting out with third place, 29 points. That's relevant, and you'll see why in a minute. Third place was Windmill Mountain and Orme. Congrats to Ethan, Lindsay, Rusty, Enoch, and Huckleberry. Now, you'd like that one. Huckleberry. What is happening over here? Holy cow.
Well, just keep reading because there's a reason I'm letting my hair down.
Is this windmill?
No,
We
no.
got the wind blowing
Just
through.
keep going.
Craig.
There's a reason.
I tell you, you never know what you're going to get. It's like a box of
Have you
chocolates.
ever
around
seen?
it.
Just go ahead because we need to
Holy
give them
moly.
credit where credit's.
You want me to do second?
Oh yes, please, sir. It changes my whole demeanor.
Second place, again, third was 29 points. Second place, 30 points, so really tight. Blackmore, Rail 3, and this is they win the invite to the World Championship. Congrats to D, Shad, Justin, Seth, and Chase. First place, they qualified last week at the Rail 3.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Muleshoe Hatchet, Ace, Logan, Jules, Whip, Dally, and Logan.
There's a
What was the
reason
hair
why I
deal?
let my hair down.
Hold on.
First time anyone's probably seen me with my
I,
hair down is because
me.
Ace Peterson's hair is getting long.
You did not just throw him under
I
the
did.
bus.
So I wanted to go ahead because they won 2 rodeos in a row. So therefore,
That is awesome.
he's
Give it up.
got
That is
he's
awesome.
got to grow his hair out and
That
not
is
cut it
awesome.
to the
Yes, I
championship.
love it.
So I thought I would just go ahead and expose that I really do have long hair. It's not a wig.
That is
Craig?
awesome.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right.
So
We-
I'm gonna go
we-
the whole interview in to memorialize Ace,
That's great.
and it's
Pull it down kind of around the
I don't
side.
really know
so
how
you
it's
can...
supposed to
yeah.
go. That's good enough.
Is he
That's
the one
awesome.
with the Duck Dynasty beard?
No,
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 he's
no.
the locks of love.
No, the Duck Dynasty beard, that was Westcott from
He's
last
on
week.
the same team though.
Okay. Yeah, I see their picture. A lot of if you forget the information they've been given, you can get on WRCA.org. So.
There
Why
you
are
go.
you guys looking at me so crazy? Because my hair is down.
That's awesome. So
Stan's
let's
like,
let's
Let's
call,
call
Shad.
Shad.
Get that.
All
Get
right,
that.
yeah, we'll be right back with Shad Shad Beebe on the phone.
Sorry.
Flies are a big problem for your horses. Get control with Horse Lick supplements, fortified with Clarify Larvicide, the first and proven leader in feed-through fly control. Proven more than 96% effective at reducing fly populations. Clarify Larvicide controls 4 species of flies to protect your horses. Not only will you rest easy knowing that you're combating flies with the latest technology in fly control, you'll also be supplementing your horses with the added nutrients they need to live their best life. Learn more about Horse Lick supplements with Clarify Larvicide at horselick.com. That's HORSLIC.com.
All right, we got him on the phone. Shad Beebe. Congratulations, Shad, coming to Amarillo again this year.
Thank you, guys. We're excited to go back.
Now tell me what you said before. It was your third time, this one, and you want to come and dust everybody off, right? Dusted
We'd
them?
love to. We this will be our third time. The first 2 times we qualified, and we didn't do very good at Amarillo, and we'd like to go clean that mess up.
See? clean that mess up.
You're a mind reader, I
Well,
tell you what.
Chad is a genius. Chad is an artist. If y'all didn't know that, little tidbit about everybody.
He's
He has
got
great
his
artwork.
wife is the talented one of the family.
Well, of
There's
course.
no doubt in that deal.
We'll
Yeah.
set him up for failure. He's not going to say no now.
Chad knows. Chad knows. Hey, before we get into the stuff about the Lowell Goemmer, I just wanted to go back and make sure everybody puts the connection together. Last show we did was results of the Rail 3 Ranch Rodeo.
Right.
Shad Beebe and his family, they are the ones that put on that rodeo.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shad, for coming out there and stepping up and putting on yet another rodeo in Arizona. We appreciate you guys.
Yeah, we're glad to be part of WRCA in that deal. We've always had the Rail 3 Ranch Rodeo, and we thought, well, let's add the WRCA to it, and it worked out perfect. You know, most of those guys were there already, so it worked out great.
Absolutely, and gives them another.
And I tell you, my daughter Pecos and Roger Beatty did a ton of work getting that thing ready. We've been so busy turning cattle out, and so Pecos and Roger and Sam did a ton of work on that thing to get it ready.
You're right, yeah, and I enjoyed meeting Roger out there. I know he's been working hard behind the scenes. It was great to get to see him. And let's jump into the Goemmer. So you guys landed in second place, got the invite. It was a hard-fought battle against Windmill Orme. Now, hey, break the tie for us. Is it Orme, Windmill, and Orme? Is that how you say that?
Orme Ranch.
See, we thought we might. I messed it up the first time.
No,
But you guys were separated by 1 point. When you look through the results, we got third in stray gathering. You guys won the branding and the cow milking, fifth in the sorting, and then bronc riding ended up with a no score there. But when I was looking at the results, I was curious if they ran the events in the order that we see the results, would have been sorting and stray gathering. That starts you out at a fifth and a third. So was that the order that they went in the rodeo? And so two events in, you had gotten a fifth and a third. Is that the way that worked out?
Right.
And then,
yep.
So what was your brain telling you at this point? Did you know where? Did you kind of sit there and say, "Wait a minute, guys, we gotta step it up a notch"?
He said, "Oh, crap."
You know, we knew we were just kind of in the middle of the pack, but as far as stepping it up, I mean, we try to do it be as smooth as we can in every event, and you know, at the end, let the secretary sort it out.
Well,
We
you
had some
did
sorting
just
to
that
do.
because you came first in the Maverick branding, and then first in the milking to kind of lock it down and close it out. So I just found that pretty interesting what the psyche would be at that point, and for them, you probably hear this a lot, Craig. We just do what we do, you know, and stay solid and don't worry about it too much, and just go on about it.
One day rodeos
Right.
are hard.
One shot.
Yeah, they're tough. I mean,
One day rodeos
there's-
are hard.
with a one-header like that, there's not much room for mistakes.
No, that's one that you want to either come in when you're going hot. The first event sets the pace, and then you feel like you're catching up with yourself. 2-day events, like I've said before, you kind of, all right, we're sitting here, let's go. And we got to be steady. We got to be consistent, but we don't need to push it.
Mm-hmm.
You got to go in it to win it when it comes up to this. Depending on the people in front of you, and there's different scenarios, Shad. You've been doing this long enough to know that. But at least the sorting was a little bit better than last weekend, from what I understand.
God, yeah, they sorted better. The cattle we had there at the Rail 3, they were terrible. They were the roping cattle, and they don't sort. They just don't sort very well,
No,
especially as wide as that arena was. It's hard to hold them.
I think you take Corianis anywhere, they're hard to sort.
It was tough.
Right.
Hey, tell me about the milk. And I'm sitting here looking at the times. A 39.18. That's smoking, Shad.
That's here. That's right at the last. That's right at the right place at the right time.
It was.
Talk us through that.
You know, them cows were really stout. The desert's in such good shape right now, so all them cows were in extremely good shape, and we drew a very stout cow. Seth roped her, and he never really crunched her around, just kind of kept her on the end of it, kept her moving a little bit, and Dee and Justin did a good job getting her stopped and got her milk quick, and just worked out.
He emphasized getting her stopped. So basically, he was saying, grass is green in Arizona. Those cows are like smorgasbord buffet time, and they're feeling
they're
good.
yeah.
Well, that looks. I would have loved to have seen that one actually. The next closest time to you was 49:06. So you beat the next closest time by 10 seconds, and in the milk actually 47:68. Sorry. So anyway, that's a fast time in the milk and fast time. Yep.
Yeah.
Imagine if it was this pin. So
Oh,
imagine
goodness.
a
Yeah, that could have been
3918.
tired.
So when they come to Amarillo, I don't know what that pin in Arizona is like, but that you cut that down just a smidge.
Yeah. Chad, you guys gonna go to the third Arizona Rodeo also?
Why,
Still
I
compete?
hope so. I get to see him.
The one
Sure,
down
yeah,
in
we'll go
Camp
to it. It's right here in our backyard, and we want to make sure we go to support Logan's rodeos, and it's hard to get enough teams out here at these, so we sure want to go to his deal, and we want to go to the Sean Goemmer too, or not the Sean Goemmer's rodeo in Battle Mountain.
That's right.
And we're on the waiting list to go to Alpine, and that's if we get to go to those, that'd be great.
Hey, the more practice you can get, the better as a team. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Ranch rodeo is a little bit different, but you still got to be familiar. You still got to work as a unit. I mean, it takes a whole team.
And that's last year this team just got put together, and so we're kind of figuring out where everybody's spot is now and where everybody's strong point is. Like with Dee and Seth, they're always on. They're such good hands. And, everybody on our team's a good hand. That Chase is a great bronc rider.
I was going to say, there's your good bronc rider.
He made a great bronc ride the other day, and he blew a stirrup, but made a great ride on a tough horse. And the weekend before, I think he was 92 at the Rail 3 rodeo and made a great bronc ride.
He's just getting warmed up. Chase is just getting warmed up.
And so that everybody knows what that was about. So Shad, out there in Arizona, use cowpuncher rules in the bronc riding. So blowing the stirrups is a no score.
Yeah.
So just so everybody knows, that's why that happened.
We ride them one-handed. Can't touch them. Can't blow a stirrup.
Yeah.
You don't have to mark them out, but I mean, like all ranch bronc riding, but you got to one-hand them.
Good luck. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
They known for bronc riders, that's for sure.
Well, Shad, once again, thank you for putting on the Rail 3. Thank you for you and your family staying a part of WRCA all these years.
All the way around, supporting the foundation last year in the auction. Thank you so much for doing that. All the way around for many years.
Yeah, exactly.
For many years.
Yeah.
And
it's been great. WRCA, WRCA is the PRCA of ranch rodeos, and if you want to go to ranch rodeo, you go to WRCA because it's going to be run right, it's going to be clean. It's not a bunch of confusion, and it's great. And then like out at Amarillo, you get to go to the trade show, which Sam and Pecos got in out there at the trade show this year, and it is the best trade show there is for cowboys.
Yes, you're right.
What a cool event.
Well, thank you, Shad. And you said there's no confusion. Well, boy, we got you fooled.
well, you guys keep it to a minimum anyways.
Attaboy. Adios, Shad. Thank you.
Shad, thank you, sir.
All right, thank you, guys.
Hello.
Very good, we will.
Thank you, bud.
Adios.
Good deal.
Then we got the youngins.
That's right. And all the
I sure hope Ace watches this because that was cool.
The schedule for the youth is up too on the WRCA.org. So if you want to catch some of the youth rodeos, it is up there.
Well, speaking of youth rodeos, you want to go into the
Lowell
results
Goemmer
for
Memorial Youth Ranch Rodeo. How many teams were at the championship? This is the first one we're talking about. How many teams were last year at the championship?
We had at Amarillo last year. There were 11.
11. I thought it was some. It was a big
11.
number. Yeah.
There's going to be 13
That's
this
great.
year.
Heck yeah.
Because there's
I
13.
heard the crowd was awesome. I didn't get to go, but I heard it was
we say this all the time. We're very thankful that we've created this event for lots of reasons. It gives the kids their time in the arena, but it also is another perf for people to enjoy. and that's going to happen in a show sometime.
She came right out.
Bree said.
Bree is saying,
said,
"What the heck are y'all doing?"
She wanted
I
to-
can't see.
You said youth, and she said, "Have you seen this?"
We need a tech. We need a tech.
That's
She
great.
said youth, and she said, "Have you seen the makeup I use? It makes me look younger." And then, bam.
She's from
Casey
New
had to do
Mexico.
that because I can't reach that far. I had to say it before anybody else
I
did.
put her up there just for you because she's from New Mexico, and then
Yeah,
you
well,
cover her up with Arizona.
Arizona's the state we were going in. I kept thinking there was someone looking over Lehman's shoulder, and I was
Somebody's got to keep him straight
That's
over there.
right.
You're
I
not
was-
going to do it.
I feel a little,
I was
give and
jealous.
take every once in a while.
he was getting a celery stick, and I'm kind of eating all this meat.
So anyway, the Youth Ranch Rodeo at Amarillo. If you guys have not been, make sure you get a ticket. And I'm going to tell you, it's close to last year was close to selling out.
Yeah.
So if you are interested in going, look it up.
Cool.
You mentioned youth. So the Lowell Goemmer, they actually hosted our first Youth Ranch Rodeo of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to run through those results real quick. Top horse. This is kind of cool.
What we got?
Grady Clemson from Vera Earl, 0.
I kind of
Horse's
like it.
name.
I like it.
You know, now you're
Zero.
talking.
Is a Russell Westbrook fan or something?
No, his registered name is number by paint on the chart 1 through 100. That's his registered name.
0. 0. I love
I
that.
like 0.
0. Top hand. Oh, man, this is awesome. Congrats to Babbitt Lyons and Mr. Thomas Rogers winning
Hey,
top hand. How
That's
about that?
pretty cool.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
Third place, A.W. Cattle Company, Nolan, Abbey, Taos Trail, Danley. Second, Dos Baca and Antelope, Cade, Samuel, Caden, Rio J, and Sean. And so the scores on these were really tight. A&W had 22, Dos Baca, Antelope 26, 28
Damn.
points. Yeah, this was a tight rodeo. 28 points. Congrats getting the invite to Amarillo. Campwood, Cattle Company, Creed, Trevor and Trace, Pake, and Royce.
So this will be the second time that Campwood side has qualified. They qualified for our first youth ranch rodeo that we held in Amarillo. And I don't know who's on there that was on that card and who's off and all that, but Campwood is they were one of our first youth teams to qualify.
And the,
Kudos.
Yeah.
Kudos.
The next youth one is April 8th, and there is not an adult one on that same day. I know a lot of times these go together with an adult rodeo and a youth rodeo.
Yes.
April 8th, there's one in Waurika. So if anybody's out there listening and wants to get your kids involved, jump on WRCA.org
You have to have
for
a
all the
membership,
details. Yeah.
and I mean, they're pretty well getting their stuff together. Their pills and powders are already stacked. I believe he's probably full. I don't know for a fact, but the adults aren't going to be there. It's kind of funny when you said that the adult ranch rodeo is not going to be there, but
Yeah,
we're just having
yeah.
the youth.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. We went from Bud Light to High C, just
Yeah.
like that.
That's a great idea for a sponsor. I like
Tang.
Pretty
it.
good.
I like
Tang.
it. Where's the phone number for them? Let me call them up.
Slow down. I got one thing I wanted to showcase on this youth
Oh,
rodeo
slow
and
down.
youth in Wickenburg. And I don't know that I've ever seen this happen even in an adult rodeo. Through all the teams, all the events, there was not one single no time or no score
Oh man,
in
no.
the entire youth ranch rodeo.
That is actually
about that?
whether it be 18 and over or 60 and over or whatever, you do not see that often.
That's
Cool,
pretty cool.
yeah.
Thanks to Cool Horse, our official sponsor of the Youth World Championship Ranch Rodeo. And there's other companies that have supported our youth program, and too many to list right now. But go to our website and check out all of our sponsors and get an idea of who supports us. I wanted to pull up on my
It says
phone
Face
here.
ID.
Face ID, Casey.
It opened when I looked at it.
You're going. Where are you going this week?
Watch ABBA in Ada.
ABBA and Ada.
That would be the concert of the year if you could get ABBA to go to Ada, Oklahoma.
I almost said I'm going to ABBA, and that
would
didn't even.
be amazing. I would like to follow them around with a camera.
I about said ABBA, not Ada. It's okay to laugh. He's highly confused.
I'm thinking ABBA is not like George Strait's cousin or something. Okay, I don't know.
You
who
know
ABBA
they are ABBA.
I don't know ABBA.
Dancing Queen. Queen. And
Oh, well, okay. I know that song.
yeah. They're from like Sweden.
Dancing
Did you
Queen,
imagine?
here we go. Oh, Ace Peterson. Oh,
It's either
yeah.
this or the Coconut and the Monkey song.
Don't start. Don't start with the coconut. So, Ada, Oklahoma. Good Lord. March 30th, 5 p.m.
There's a casino by there. You trust me?
Well, Casey.
There's a casino by there.
I love Lehman's answer to that. Well, Casey,
She already knows. See.
gonna put the ankle bracelet on you.
I gotta take it off.
The tracker.
I got to figure a way to take it off.
Ada's going to be big. He's got
Ah.
20 teams, 20 ranches competing at that deal.
It's going to be a
You're
long
gonna-
day.
You're going to
Yeah.
have your
Starts
you know,
at
yeah.
6. I think the contestant meeting starts at 5. But yeah, it's Cord reached out there and got him some of that.
Good deal.
20 teams and good teams. You're going to see a lot of teams that have qualified in the past for the World Championship that are out of Oklahoma. They're going to be there. I haven't seen the list yet, so I don't know if you have.
That means we'll be back on the air next week.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, sorry.
With,
Sorry.
with a report of the ABBA concert.
Hey, yes. We got to find that coconut song. Throw a banana.
Lehman says, no, we don't.
Toss me a coconut.
Sorry.
Toss me
everybody.
an
Sorry.
Wait for it. It's going to
Toss
come.
me an nanner.
We'll find it. You'll be blown away by what we can
Whoever
do with music.
wrote those lyrics needs to be put in prison. I'm just saying.
He might be.
All right.
Hey,
Ada,
Craig, where
Oklahoma.
can you find
Yep.
more information about all this?
WRCA.org.
Did you say all this?
All this.
Not the app. We're holding on. Not the app yet, but when it's released, we'll be bragging about it. So definitely.
I hope you got that Dancing Queen stand because it
You
took
got
a lot out
Dancing
of
Queen
me.
stand?
I flocked my hair over to Lehman.
Hey, can you, when
can
we
you-
go back
can you
and
put
edit
that-
this, can you put that song over?
Yeah, just put it right there.
You can do whatever you want with it.
And can we make it a GIF so I can send it to people?
The locks of hair. I can't wait to see this on.
I can, but I just sometimes roll with it.
That's awesome.
Turkey season,
Good
April
stuff.
15th.
There you
Thank you
go.
guys. Hey, wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Serious note. 55 scholarships is what we'll be going into.
Wow, that's a lot of scholarships.
That's a lot of me getting to know.
Yeah,
Thank you
that's
so much.
awesome.
It was hard labor.
Well, yeah, it is,
55
yeah.
of those eggs.
It's a big congratulations to the whole foundation. That's a lot of.
We have
That's a
marked.
lot.
We have went over the 100,000.
It's great. Yeah.
It is
It's
absolutely
a big
phenomenal.
accomplishment, and it's because people like you guys that support and give
Definitely, yeah.
and make it all happen. So thank
Yeah,
you.
it was kind of mind blowing. It was a very humbling experience that we had, and the whole board was kind of set back on their haunches a little bit, like we're doing
We're gonna
this,
give away 55
and we went
scholarships?
over. We are giving away $100,000.
That's awesome.
Thank you guys.
All right, WRCA.org, and we will catch you next week. Find out how Ada was.
Adios.